Hi, my name's Tina. Welcome to my channel. And this channel is all about healing, coming into our true self, and evolving. So if you're anything like me, I, for many, many years, ever since I was a child, knew that there was something more to life. It wasn't just this 3D world of getting a mortgage, having children, and that's it. I always knew that deep inside. And I've been on a journey for over 30 years about accessing and going deeper and understanding what this life is really all about and what we're doing here and who we really are. So I have recently re-accessed channeling and access to higher intelligences. So this channel is all about me sharing that with you, the messages I get through. And there is a little mix in there as well of my own intuition. So it's a combination of the two, as though that is how these higher intelligences work or come through me, giving information, letting me experience it for myself, and then sharing it with you guys. Okay, so the message today was, again, come into your heart. The heart center is this great place, amazing place, this center where we have access to so much more than we ever imagined, than we ever realized. And I'm being shown that over and over again at the moment. I was told that this is where everything can be transformed, transmuted into light. So the light is stronger right now for us to access. That is being supported and given and arranged or organized by beings or entities outside of us. And we can choose to open to that light. The light is what you are made of, really, like everything else. And if you go in through your heart, so the heart is like a gateway to access this light, it will help you dissolve your density or perception of density. So we think of ourselves in this very what we can see world, what we can think. And there is limitation to that. So it's enclosed, the possibility is entrapped within our perception of density, of what we are able to achieve as an individual, or what we are able to see or physically do or think about in the world. But this is our perception of density. And this has been like a very long journey. This is part of human evolution, human experience, is to experience this density and to move through it and past it. So then we can, as humans, be in the density and beyond it. So this is your true human nature, and being of light means that nothing is permanent, not illness, emotion, trauma, conditioning. So this is really important. We can perceive and feel stuck in all of these lively, worldly experiences that we've had, that we carry with us still. But when we realize that we're of light, these things can dissolve. We realize that they're not forever. They don't have to be stuck there. And if we surrender it to the light, you can realize your potential and have access to so much more. The universe, galactic connections, spiritual and otherworldly, as we might describe it, realities. And this is who we really are. This is what we call and guides use the term true self because they know that we understand what that means. And all the weight of 3D life is only sort of real. It's a perception, a density, and we can choose to be in it or out of it, and both. We can switch between the two. And this is the nature of life on Earth, the human experience. Struggle and resistance only exists in this density of these lower dimensions. So I'll say that again. Struggle and resistance only exists in this density of these lower dimensions. Furthermore, what I perceive, my understanding so far, what I've been receiving or given, is that true self is 4 to 6 dimensional. And then higher self, it's like an extra extension of who we really are. It's the higher dimensional level of true self. And higher self is everything above 6 dimensional, 7D and above. We can only access these higher dimensions if we let go and soften into the subtle. It's like a melting, releasing your cells into their full light expansion and spectrum. This dissolving of your perception of your density will allow to reach these higher dimensions, light and field of consciousness. So this ties in with what I have been guided, I realize, all these years, this journey of understanding about what healing is, how we work on ourselves, this inner reflection and inner work that we can go further and further in, bringing more and more awareness to our stuff, whatever we're carrying, either intergenerationally or from this lifetime. So I had a lot of medical trauma because I live with a serious chronic illness. And that is what opened me up to another level of understanding, of coming closer to the body and our sensory intelligences. So it allowed me to get much more out of my mind and drop into my body. And this is where we can sense so much more than this density that we currently normally live in. So it comes down to feeling, awareness, and sensation. And from there, we can open up into the light, into something bigger, into the wholeness of everything. Your adornments of pain, perception of struggle and effort and trying, as well as your holding of wounds and beliefs, keep you trapped in density. It holds you back. So this is why, if we want to, we can do the work, go inwards, help it move, shift, release, heal. We need to turn towards the stuff that is scary to look at, the stuff that is scary to feel. And we can do it in a safe way, in a gentle way, in a loving way. It doesn't have to be traumatic. It doesn't have to be so scary, because that is that powerful point when we turn towards it and get curious, where things can transform. Now, this was said with a little lightness to me. Releasing these things can be hard. Or is it your perception that it is hard that makes it hard? So there was quite a humor with this one. So it's asking us to go inwards, to reflect on that. Is it hard to release this stuff? And it can feel hard when we're working in these dense lower vibrations, this 3D physical dense space. But when we come deeper into the heart and into less thought and more openness, more uncertainty, more an unknowing area, then these things can transform. So I'll continue. Connecting to Earth, Mother Earth, will also assist you in accessing this light and dissolution of density. She knows it already. She has that capacity and is willing to assist us all. Earth is also being assisted by other intelligence and entities, which is planetary and beings. So it's like there is the wider cosmos is assisting the planet, our planet, and she is assisting us as well. And what is the point of accessing these states? This is a question I ask. Because it's where there is bliss, pure love, and no sense of fear or fight, struggle. Everything becomes peace, excuse me, and love and wonderment. And I've experienced these states a lot of times now myself. When I go into these altered states, this deeper sense of who we really are, this greater light is constantly coming through. Particularly today, I was experiencing a lot of light everywhere. And the feeling of utter peace, utter okayness, it brings me every time to the verge of tears or to tears, because it is just so beautiful. And there is nothing else that I've ever experienced like it. If you resonate with this, if this speaks to you, subscribe here to my channel to hear more. As I get information, I will share it. If you go over to my Patreon, this is where we're also doing the work, the practical work, which is a combination of what I'm channeling, what I'm being given, my intuition, and what I've learned over the last 30 years of various disciplines and methodologies that have worked on me, that have worked on my clients, my hundreds of clients over the years, and groups that I've worked with, to do the work to unravel this stuff that is keeping us stuck, that is causing us loops of patterns and pain and fear and struggle, stuck emotions in our lives, and basically limiting our potential. So I do monthly live streams on Patreon, so go over there. It's Tina Clark Wellness, the practice. If you want to access the live streams live with me, you need to sign up to the first tier, which is not the free membership, it's the €8 a month. It's just €8 a month. And what I do is I speak for 20 minutes or so about whatever's coming through that is very relevant right now, that is helpful to us. And I'll take you through a guided practice of around 20-25 minutes, and then there's time for Q&A. So I will keep doing these free conversations here on YouTube, the channeling I get through, the information I get through. But if you want to do the actual practical work with me and ask any questions live, then come over to my Patreon and follow me there. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Much love.